Hey, Zack here from Frontenac Outfitters Canoe and Kayak Center. Today we're talking whitewater and we've got to look at the Jackson Antix 2.0. So this is the second iteration from Jackson of the Antix, and in my opinion they've done a really good job of making some really good improvements to what was the original Antix. So starting off at the front of the boat here, we've got our integrated carry handle here. It's a heavy duty handle locked into the boat really well as our pin here so that we can use this in the event of emergency if you need to extract the boat out of any precarious situation. Design-wise, they've added a little bit more rocker to the bow and to the stern, a little bit more volume up in the knee area, so it's going to provide a better, more comfortable fit for most people. Outfitting has been slightly upgraded. They've moved over from their original ripstop into the wave pattern here. Just a better material, a little more comfortable. Design-wise, it's still the same. They're still using the cleat system. Whether you love it or hate it, I'm a fan. I think it's super easy. You know, there's not a whole lot you need to do to get this boat to fit you right out of the package. Add a couple of hip shims if you need them. Has a sliding bulkhead, which works on a rope cleat as well. You just pop that cleat, slide that bulkhead forward, lock it in, you're ready to go. Back band is adjusted just by pulling the tension on the ropes here, locking it into the cleat. You do want to be mindful not to be pulling that rope against the cleat, but into the center of the boat, so you don't wear out the rope and the cleat at the same time. It'll give you a long life that way. The nice thing about the rope cleat system is it's easy to replace in the field. So if you do break a back band, like a rope or something like that, if you carry a bit of extra string with you, it's going to get you through in a pinch. The seat is able to slide forward and aft just by removing the toggle here, lifting up that off of the bolt, sliding it back and forth as needed. If you got longer legs, you may find you need to move the seat back. These half slice style boats, so I would be mindful of pushing that seat back. What you're going to do is you're going to end up weighting that stern and causing your boat to want to stern squirt a lot more than maybe what you want. Depending where you're paddling and what you're going to be doing with this boat, you're going to want your weight a little bit more forward to keep that stability, keep in a powerful position, and stop that stern from kind of grabbing in the current and sending you up. We come back a little bit further here. They've modified the deck on the back here, added a little more volume right behind the seat, and also flattened out the tail and kind of brought it in a little bit compared to the original Antix, and also again added a bit more rocker. So what does all this mean? Well, it's not the fastest half slice boat when we compare it to something like the Rewind or the Piranha Ripper, but it's much more playful. It's very different than those other boats. This is an awesome boat if it is your first kayak. It's an awesome boat if it's going to be your only kayak, and it's also a really fun boat if you're an advanced paddler. This thing will stern squirt super easy on eddy lines. It's super playful. It surfs really, really well. If I had to choose to own just one boat, chances are high I would pick something like the Antix to meet that need. It's available in 3 different sizes, has a small, a medium, and a large, all designed to kind of accommodate a different size paddler. Me at my size, I'd be in the large. There's still plenty of room though to kind of, if I was a little bit bigger, to go up as well in weight. I could squeeze into a medium, but I definitely find that it's going to be a little too tight and I'm going to be sinking those rails just a little too much. Some other features you find is they've got the integrated GoPro mount on here. It is removable, so if you find you don't want that on there, you can remove that and plug the hole with the little plug spacer that comes with it. But super fun little spot there. You can attach a GoPro, catch all the memories of on the way down. On the back here, we've also got this pin mount here. Again, for connecting a rope to, if the boat does end up getting pinned somewhere, you can attach that there. Really secure spot to gain some leverage to pull it out. Another heavy duty carry handle mounted on the back. Drain plug on the very bottom. So hopefully from this position here, you can see kind of that excessive rocker they've got on this boat. So what that does is it creates a really short water line, which is going to kind of reduce the speed of the boat, but also makes it able to turn on a dime. So it's a very responsive kayak in that sense. A little bit wider than some of the other competitors' half-slate boats, but what does that mean? Well, it gives you a lot of stability. The primary stability on this boat, combined with this flat surfing style planing hull bottom, gives you a lot of confidence, especially if you're a newer kayaker. Means it's a little harder to transfer from edge to edge when you're in some boily current, but it's still a very responsive boat. I had a ton of fun paddling this on our local Class 3 creek a couple weeks ago. It was the first time I got to get out in it. It has some bigger drops, has some really fun, playful current. I had a blast in it. I also got Ryan from the co-op to give it a test paddle down one of our other, say, Class 4 creeks, and he had a lot of fun, really styled it up, and had a good time in this boat. The hull design here, so it is a planing hull boat. Well, what does that mean? Well, it's got a very flat bottom, like a surfboard, and that's the kind of the intention. It's able to surf. We have these two release chines in here, and what that's going to do is, if you are surfing or wanting to transition from edge to edge, these edges here help release the boat from the current so that you can transfer that edge really quickly and efficiently. The secondary stability, still really good. It felt really comfortable on edge. You know, it is a little harder than some of the more narrow boats to get up on edge, but once you're there, it felt really, really good. I wouldn't say it's overly difficult to get it on edge. It's just, compared to some maybe more advanced used boats, it just felt a little more sluggish, but honestly not a really big deal. So this is the Jackson Antix 2.0. If you want more information, check it out online at frontnacoutfitters.com. If you have any questions, give us a call or send us an email. Thanks for watching.